Handling all of the workload associated with running and maintaining your business can quickly become extremely overwhelming, especially if you're trying to manage it entirely on your own. By hiring a virtual assistant, you can instantly free up your time and resources so that you can spend more time with your family, focus on creating new businesses, or in simply taking a break. After all, the last thing we want is for our online business activities to feel like the job we quit ages ago. Virtual assistants can handle a variety of tasks and are traditionally experienced with customer support, management, call centers, help desks, as well as marketing, administration, and secretarial duties. Finding experienced virtual assistants is exceptionally easy online, as it's one of the most sought-after positions that both new and seasoned telecommuters are vying for. Make sure that you evaluate each individual virtual assistant to get a good idea of what skills they have, as well as their level of experience. When it comes to hiring a virtual assistant, you really need to make sure that they can handle working independently and will represent your business in a positive way. Each virtual assistant you hire becomes an extension of your online business, so you need to verify their experience, their level of confidence, their professionalism, and most of all, their capability in handling your most valuable asset, your customer base. From personal experience, virtual assistants have been directly responsible for helping my business grow by providing me with the reassurance that I'm able to take trips, vacations, or spend time working on new projects without having to worry that my customers are not being catered to. One of my favorite places for hiring virtual assistants can be found at distancesupport.com. You see distancesupport.com, or this site here, davincivirtual.com, and they're both very good sites to find virtual assistants on. Now, here are some other resources that I've personally used to locate experienced professional and skilled virtual assistants who can work within any industry or field imaginable. And the first one is here, dwofficesolutions.com. And there's Team DoubleClick, which is here at teamdoubleclick.com. And there's hirevirtualassistants.com. And finally there's bepovia.com. Now, this is a pay-as-you-go service. My personal strategy when hiring virtual assistants is to choose more than one, so that way I'm always covered should one decide to move on to other things. Throughout the years, I made the mistake of placing a lot of responsibility on a single virtual assistant who was unable to keep up with the daily tasks. My help desk was flooded with tickets, my customers were frustrated at not receiving a prompt response to their questions, and my customer support system had abruptly slowed down to a complete halt. It was a complete nightmare. Don't let this happen to you. When hiring a virtual assistant, consider hiring 2 or 3 and train them all to be able to do the same tasks. That way, if one moves on to another project or fails to give you advance notice of their departure, you'll be able to simply shift the extra workload between your remaining 2 assistants until you can hire another. Also, consider offering bonuses and incentives to your virtual assistants. In fact, I recommend doing this for any freelancer that you hire. It's a great way to keep momentum going and to give them the motivation to do their very best job that they can do. You might discover that your team initially works their best for you, only to slow down over time. Now, this lull can be cured by simply offering them cash bonuses or gift certificates as a way of boosting productivity, and also showing them that you appreciate their work. The better you treat your freelancers, the harder they will work to please you. It's no different than hiring in-house employees. Utilizing incentives is a great way of keeping them on their toes and getting the very best from them on a regular basis. When structuring your virtual assistant team, you want to give them a direct line of communication to you. You also want to make sure that you set up your customer support unit so it's easy for them to manage. One way of doing this is by purchasing a toll-free number from online services. And the most affordable option that I've personally used is found at grasshopper.com. Now, this used to be called GotVmail. And with this toll-free number, you can route calls to an individual virtual assistant, as well as set up an after-hours greeting and messaging system for the times when your virtual assistants are unavailable. You can also forward messages via audio files directly through email, saving your virtual assistants time in having to manually check for voice messages through the system. Setting up a Skype number for each of your virtual assistants is also a cost-effective method of developing individual support tasks for each freelancer that you hire. You could assign one virtual assistant with being responsible for tech support calls, while another is responsible for handling orders and so on. My virtual assistants do everything from organizing data, setting up conference calls, uploading content to my blogs, as well as developing content for my websites, and even submitting articles to directories to help generate targeted traffic and authority backlinks for my site. You might be surprised at just how much your virtual assistants can do for you at exceptionally affordable rates. And here are a few more resources worth exploring. First of all, there's this one, Workaholics for Hire, which you can find at workaholicsforhire.com. Then there's Able Virtual Assistant Services, which you'll find here at ableva.com. Then there's agentsofvalue.com. And finally, hiremymom.com, and that's mom with an O. And once you've got your virtual assistant set up, then it's time to start thinking about outsourcing some of the other tasks you do. And one task that you'll probably want to outsource is writing content, and we'll cover that in the next video.